Oh, is YouTube muted? YouTube is not assigned any audio tracks and will not be audible. Yeah, but it's at the monitoring. Yeah. Yeah, it's monitoring, so it can be heard. There, that'll make it happy. Morning, Jesus. You're seeing what's in, let's see, info on the bonus update version 16, including the dev roundtable. This is final update. And with it, even no matter what is here and how exciting this is, remember, Monster Hunter World's final update was after an announcement of Rise. So, very likely we're gonna get a new Monster Hunter this E3 season.
Hey everyone,
during the Capcom showcase, they'll probably announce a new Monster Hunter.
I'm Yoshitake Suzuki, the director on
sound.
Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak. It's almost been 1 year since the release of Sunbreak on June 30th, 2022. A lot of players have decided to continue their adventures from Rise, and we are very thankful for that. Sunbreak
If it's
has
not
been
this
getting
year,
several free updates
100% new Mon Hun
but
next
today
year.
is going to be the last digital event. So without
Here,
further
we don't
ado,
need
let's
the-
have a look at the latest trailer.
Don't need that.
Enjoy!
Hold it. Something's off.
Bonus ducks.
It's time to end this.
Primordial Malzeno.
Maybe it's still in control of itself. But this time, our true adversary.
That's tomorrow. Oh god, I don't have time to play that. I haven't even caught up after I fucking lost my save data. More billion HP. Mauzillion.
Bonus Update version 16, available on June 8th, 2023, will add the final monster, Primordial Malzeno. Originally, Amatsu, which was added in Title Update 5, was supposed to be the final monster. Yes, but we decided to do a bonus update to introduce
that's all I cared about.
Malzeno, improve armor
You know, this
augmentation
game's-
with new slots, and add several new
This game's
decorations
end
into the
game is
mix.
a kind of a 180 from how it progresses in Sunbreak.
For the currently available
But I
Title
don't care
Update
what they
5,
do as long
the
as it's not
story centers
Fatalis,
around the villagers of
which was
Kamura
already,
taking on
Final
Amatsu.
Monster was already there, so.
But in this bonus update, you'll
Boomer
get to witness
Malzeno.
the conclusion to the age-old
Malzeno.
relation between Malzeno and the kingdom. You can take on Primordial Malzeno from MR10 or higher. We hope you look forward to seeing its new moves and ecology.
I'm already way past MR10, but
You'll be able to forge some cool
oh
weapons and
man,
armor using its
every
materials
time in
as well.
Sunbreak,
So don't
every
miss
time in
out.
Sunbreak, it was, man, that fight was challenging. I hope it didn't have cool armor
After
that
the
I'll have
bonus
to grind.
update, there will be new event quests until July 27th, 2023. These event quests will be very tough
Ooh.
and provide a solid challenge. You can earn a variety of rewards, such as layered armor. So we hope
Yeah.
you try to complete as many as you can. As far as paid DLC goes, As of version 15, the total lineup is complete. But version 16 will introduce DLC packs with a variety of themes for an affordable price.
Oh, there was a voice
We
thing,
hope you
not
take
character
this
voices,
opportunity
right?
to try some of it out.
Actually, that would be kind of fun. Oh yeah, about you guys.
Monster Hunter Rise and Sunbreak are also available on Xbox Series X, S, Xbox One, Windows, PlayStation 5, and PlayStation 4.
Is it caught up on everything?
All of the content of version 14, 15, and 16, including Primordial Malzeno, will release as a single title update as shown on screen. So keep
In
an eye out
August.
for more info.
Well, Windows was in there. Is Windows getting that too?
We are now joined by
Because Windows has been in
Yasunori Ichinose, the
Windows
director
has
of
been in
Monster
sync the whole
Hunter
time.
Rise, for a nice three-way conversation.
No, it must not be like
Mr. Ichinose, everyone.
right.
I was gonna do my own introduction, but good to see you, everyone. I'm Yasunori Ichinose, director on Monster
I feel like
Hunter
if
Rise.
it fell behind
I
on
think this is going
Steam,
to
I
be
would have
the
heard
last
about it
digital
already.
event for Rise and Sunbreak, so there's a lot I'd like to talk about, and I hope everyone watching will enjoy our talk as well. Nowadays, it's easy for us to
Yeah,
see
PC's
reactions
already
from
been
players
updated,
and
so
the
that'll drop
community in
tomorrow.
real time
So that
on
must
social
mean
media
a
and
window
such.
isn't like Windows Store.
Has there been anything that caught your eye?
When we did Rise and showed off canines for the first time, we got a lot of reactions saying how cute they were. And since the monsters are based on yokai, some people wondered, what's this monster based on? And if they're going to bring back this monster, what yokai is it going to be based on? And so on. And I was surprised at how many people guessed it right.
That makes sense.
It was a lot of fun to watch.
What about you, Mr. Suzuki?
For Sunbreak, I decided to bring back a monster from Monster Hunter Frontier, Espines, as I'm sure you're aware. When we announced this, we got so much fan feedback that the term even started trending for a while.
Nobody saw that one coming.
We pretty much had to recreate him from scratch. And the staff
wow, really?
was very particular about getting him right, which was great.
For Sunbreak, you even took to social media yourself to comment on some things directly. What was that like?
I don't remember if things had to be quote unquote
Well,
remade
I
again
can't
after
disclose any
World.
specifics about the main
Since
features
everything had to
in
be remade
advance,
for
of
World.
course. But I still wanted to
I don't know if it had
reveal
to be
some
remade
things
again for
before
Rise.
each update to get the fans excited about new upcoming features.
Since I don't think it was an
wanted them
engine
to
thing because
imagine
it
what
was
kinds
still
of things
World
we were
was still
cooking up.
NT framework. It was
So
just a newer
occasionally,
version.
I'd let some pretty big hints slip through. Of course, you have to be very careful.
But I mean, that was
how
the
much can I say?
Frontiers was the MMO. So
Can I get away with this without getting yelled at? There were times when I was treading on thin ice, but I mainly focused on info tying into the next update, while mixing in a variety of trivia. We also released some illustrations hinting at new monsters on Twitter and stuff.
and stuff.
The ones you drew, right?
No, that wasn't me. They were made by one of the designers for a color sample sheet. So I asked if I could have them.
Look at
I
these
just
spoilers.
put them up like that. I figured I'd be safe as long as I didn't say, this monster will be in the game. It was more to show off what kind of ideas we had.
There were a lot of people comparing their speculations to the actual announcements.
The one thing I'm hopeful for the next game is,
Mr.
especially now
Ichinose
that
actually provided
Street
a lot
Fighter
of
6 has
backup in
cross
coming up with ideas
progress.
for the content.
So, and you know,
So,
crossplay.
It wasn't just
And
me
Monster
doing
Hunter
it alone.
absolutely
But
deserves that
Mr.
treatment. So
Ichinose
hopefully next game
and
is
the
cross
promotional
progress,
team
cross
helped out a
platform,
lot too.
and cross play.
You actually did a lot behind the scenes for Sunbreak on social media.
That's right.
There was a time Monster
For some
Hunter was
reason, my
not the
schedule just
series
said
worthy of
recordings.
that. But those
Nobody ever
ages
told
are
me
over.
anything about what we were doing.
Yeah, we wanted you to
Monster
show up in
Hunter's
some of
blown
our
up
clips.
to massive success.
So when we were making Sunbreak, I approached Mr. Suzuki with some ideas of my own.
And it does
Like,
something
hey, it
that
would be great if you could
most
add this
other,
character to Elgato. And there were some ridiculous requests. in
it
there.
does something that live service games don't
I
really
was
do.
surprised at how many ideas he actually ended
Oh my
up
God.
using.
The left cat.
Initially, we were just going to place them around the canteen. But before we knew it, they were at the quest counter and the research lab. There were paintings all over the place. And they do change as you progress in the story. So if you've played the
That's
game
fucked up.
and haven't noticed yet, you should try playing again and paying attention to the details.
Yeah, talk to the secret
beginning.
cat too.
From scratch.
I see.
There's a lot of variety. It's really cool.
Both Rise and Sunbreak have very colorful NPCs.
That was something
Do you
I
have
tried to
any
keep up with on
particular
Switch,
favorites
and
among the
then
cast?
I think I'd like to hear
I
from
missed once, and I'm
Ryoko
like,
before we
fuck it,
answer.
I'm just
Yes,
gonna
me
miss the
too.
rest now.
All right, I'll go first. I would pick Bahati from Sunbreak. He's pretty involved in the story, and I like how he looks like a brilliant scientist, but he's actually kind of goofy.
Nobody says Fio ran. This game was a
He's
flop.
in a lot of cutscenes as well.
That's right. He's actually one of the more prominent characters in cutscenes. Yes.
What about you two?
I really like Tadori.
I was at a Sheets yesterday,
You know who that is, right?
and if
Of
anyone
course.
doesn't know,
These creatures
if I'm wearing a jacket,
course
I
I
have
know.
a Mass Effect jacket,
Why'd you have to say that
and
twice?
it gets recognized pretty
creatures.
often. Yesterday, Cashier
really
asked
love
me
that
of my favorite
cutscene.
Mass Effect
I watched it
character,
so many
and I
times.
wasn't prepared
It's
for
a
that,
cutscene that seems so
so I just said
significant, right?
Liara, and he was very upset about that.
Trailer?
We did.
That's correct.
It was an easy-to-use line.
If I had known I was going to be
I
asked
really
that, I
like
wouldn't have said
Master
Liara.
The fact that he's a really prolific and experienced hunter, but he never brags about his own strength. He treats everyone completely equally. And
However,
you can
I think
tell
Liara is
he
a funny
really loves and
answer,
cares for his favorite pupils.
We even received Valentine's
because she's the
chocolate
only
for
one
him.
confirmed
That's
for the
right.
next game.
Quite a lot, even. I was surprised.
Would you have
A
said?
lot of fans sent in Valentine's chocolate for Master Utsushi. So I immediately asked one of the designers to make a thank you illustration. So every time, she would draw something super fast a couple of days in advance,
I'm not sure.
and every time we would put it up on social media.
That's right.
Moving on, considering that you've been working on these games for so long, there must have been a lot of ideas that ended up not making it in. Ones you can talk about?
I'm not sure I can talk about any of them.
No? Then anything you can just share a little bit of?
You know what? It's
So,
too hard to
Elgato
answer.
Outpost has a leader
Because I also
called
probably would have
Admiral
said Tally.
Gallius. And
Garrus
initially,
is great.
he was going to be a silent
Both
character.
Krogans.
Wouldn't say
Thane.
a single word. But he's central to the plot development.
He's not
right?
wrong that there were better
so
answers.
He'd be standing right in the middle of the council meeting area, while Fiorane would be doing all the talking next to him. So, for instance, she'd say, "We have to hunt this monster next." And she'd explain how to fight it, and then go, "Right, Admiral?" And he'd just nod with a grunt. And she'd go, "Understood, Admiral. Now, let us sally forth, fierce flame." And this would keep happening, so it turned into kind of a skit, with Fiorane just looking for the right answers from someone who doesn't talk. Which doesn't make for a compelling conversation, so we axed it. I guess I went a little too far there.
There's this guy inside.
It could have been like a
Bahari's
good
research
two-part
lab, right?
bit.
During development, you could talk to him from atop the roof, and it would show his name. So I was like, he has a name? Of course he was removed later, but I was impressed at how detailed it was.
That he even had a name.
Yeah, it should be gone now though.
He's a very thorough bug checker.
You can talk to him from up there?
Hey, Suzuki, Why can I talk to this guy?
I was gonna say he found that his own. He wasn't told. He just
Today's
found
show
it.
is a special
That's good.
occasion to bring you new information about the bonus update.
Are you allowed on that
Invited
roof?
Mr. Ichinose and Mr. Suzuki over. And I'm glad
I
we
don't.
were able to
I
share
feel
all
like
of
you're
this
not,
with you.
for some reason.
To close things off, both directors have a final comment for all of you.
I guess there's not much reason to go up there, but
Since Rise was released, we've been getting lots of fan feedback.
I
on
know I've
social
gotten
media
caught
and
on the
various
edge of the
other places.
roof and stopped from going up there because
We
of
are
the
very
edge.
thankful for that. All of us here on the dev team will keep doing our best to deliver quality content to you. So we hope you keep enjoying the game for a long time to come. Thank you
Yeah,
very
until the
much.
new one next year. Absolutely.
I was handed the baton from Rise and got to work on Sunbreak, and I've been overwhelmed by all of the positive comments, which have given the dev team the motivation to keep working hard.
Yeah, next
to bring
game,
you new
cross-play,
content
cross-progress.
like all of the updates. I'd like to
Uh,
once again express the team's appreciation to all of you.
Companions
Thank
are
you.
definitely going to be like a big thing in Monster Hunter
That about
going
wraps
forward. The
things up for
companions were
this
so
event.
nice. Playing with
It's been a little
NPCs
over
and not
2
having to
years
play with
since
players.
Monster Hunter Rise was
That
released, and about
changed
1
it
year
all.
since the release of Monster Hunter
Man,
Rise
especially when you get to the
Sunbreak.
harder end game content.
We are all very
Like
thankful
there's
for the huge
it's
number
too much of
people
a
who play
role.
these games. So from all of us here on the development team,
There was a
thank you
thing in
very
World
much.
were because so many new players to
Next
Monster
year
Hunter
will be
were
the
joining
20th
in, a lot
anniversary
of players
of the
looked
Monster
up builds
Hunter series.
online, and
We're
all the
going to
builds
keep
you'd
doing
look
our
up
best to bring
online
you new and
min-max
exciting
for
games,
damage and
so
not
we hope
for
you'll continue to
defense.
support us in the
So
future as well.
there was a point in World, it was
I'd
on
like to close things
PS4
off with our usual
around
chants.
endgame where everybody you could be matched with are glass cannons, but nobody knew the fights. Nobody was good at them. So everyone just died. I don't know what's up with that pausing, but oh, it lowered the quality. Oh, whatever. Yeah, 2021. I just noticed something. But I will, Rathian makes sense. Really? Nargacupa? Magnamalo? No, that's all surprising, actually. How is that not the top quest, but top hunted? That's a lot of Dongo. Let's go, Fio Rain. Question is, if any new characters get added, will they top Fio Rain? Yeah, Rise had some pretty standout music. For World, I wasn't too big on it until Iceborne. Rise had pretty good music all throughout. Though it has its theming to thank for that, kinda. Crap. I can believe that one.
You're gonna be sorry for that.
I would have thought that'd been way more faint. Tell me samurai crap, what's a crap? Is that the highest? No, okay. I was gonna say. Let's go. Wow, sword and shields. Very little use. Though that was kind of by... Some of these numbers make sense, and they were kind of like probably what they were going for. Especially with longsword. Longsword was clearly a favored weapon for the game. Damn, I gotta learn a new weapon for the next game. Maybe I'll go back to Switch Axe. I don't know. Maybe I'll try Insect Glaive. Depends on how they reinvent mobility again. That was a cool fish. Remember in 3, not Omnio. Omnio didn't play Monster Hunter 3 with us. Must have been Morganio showing us the fucking shark in Monster Hunter 3. That's the funniest shit. That's Fio number 3. Alright, yeah, alright.
That's Kamora's hero for you.
Yes.
Another job well done.
That should be way more. There's a lot of people that play single player, I guess. Alright, well. Oh, 1 million, okay. Okay, so there was a... They might do... hold on. Let's see what comes after this. In a dream.
Good job.
Good job.
Well done. Good job. Well done.
Thank you.
Much appreciated.
My thanks.
Happy hunting!
What did the quest complete music mean if there were way more likes than it? Okay, so the for Capcom creators, they had asked us to record if anyone was interested, recording videos of how of what Monster Hunter Rise meant to them. And I I realized too late after the deadline that I wanted to do that, but it was past the deadline already. And I started getting nervous because what if that's gonna be for a new game announcement? And I thought, and that would have really sucked if that opportunity to be there when a new game was announced. That would have sucked to have missed that shot. But it was probably intended to, it more than likely intended to be with all this stuff. Like, this was most likely where it was intended to be. Oh, that was way clearer. Well, yeah, it was likely supposed to be like in here, especially in place of these screenshots. That's probably where it would have went. And they just probably didn't get enough replies, because when you why do that when you have all these screenshots too? I wonder if these are the Steam version. I don't know how capture galleries don't really work on Switch, like in terms of like uploading the photos. Well, I guess social media, right? This doesn't all look like social media though. They kind of look generated, but I think it would have been really funny if they just pulled screenshots from Steam.
Much appreciated.
In which case, mods would have been shown.
Happy hunting!
That's probably not it. Anyway, no, there was a possibility of that, and I think it was meant for that, and not for any new game announcement. Where they would have done like a thank you for the years in Rise. Here's the next game. But either way, regardless of that, I think we're probably gonna get a. Here you can see the new graphic I made. We'll probably get an update. I'll probably get a new Monster Hunter announced on the during what is it? Whenever that Capcom thing is. Let me see. Let me read out the schedule going forward, because I have a bunch of these cards. I also had to remake this from. I remade the Jeff Keighley B-roll in the background from scratch. I had to make that from scratch because I lost the render of it. So I got a few more clips in there. It's a minute long instead of 30 seconds. So out of the things we're actually gonna restream, Summer Game Fest. I think we're skipping Digital Devolver Direct. We're probably skipping that. Same with Guerrilla Collective, Day of the Devs, Tribeca, Future Play, Wholesome. Future Games probably skipping that. Xbox Showcase is on the 11th. Summer Game Fest is June 8th at 3 p.m. Pacific, so 5 p.m. Eastern, June 8th. So tomorrow. Tomorrow is Summer Game Fest at 5 p.m. On the 11th is Xbox Game Showcase, which includes Xbox and Bethesda and Starfield. PC Gaming Show is up in the air, but that'll have started by the time Xbox and Bethesda finish. And then later in that day is Final Fantasy 16 pre-launch celebration. And I don't know if we're doing anything with that either. So I don't know if those two things are happening. But Xbox Game Showcase and Starfield are definitely happening. And then on June 12th is Ubisoft and Capcom. So if there's a new Monster Hunter announcement, it would be June 12th. And the RGG Summit is on the 15th, and then that's the last of June's announcements. But I can't realistically see us setting aside a time, especially because I'm busy and got work to do. So I don't know. I don't see us taking time for Guerrilla Collective, Day of the Devs, Devolver Digital, Tribeca, all these things we used to do, as it was all part of one collective E3 stream. Now that we're not really bound by E3, we're more bound by Jeff Keighley and what we feel like doing, because all these events are still kind of under Summer Game Fest. I don't see us doing it. Depends who's around. But yeah, next thing is Summer Games Fest, and also today's Wednesday, right? So tonight we're doing Fallout New Vegas, continuing doing the next DLC. And I don't think anything's happening on Friday. Pretty sure. And I'm gonna just copy that from Discord into ours. So, but yeah, yeah, that's it. That's how we're looking at. So, in the meantime, thanks everyone for tuning in, and until next time, go to bed.